The word LARP has pretty much lost all of its original meaning, but at its core, it can still describe the exact same thing. Somebody pretending to be something they're not. While, yes, the original term does stand for live action role play, which usually consisted of a bunch of 40-year-old dudes pretending to be Lord Elrond IV in a magical enchanted forest with elves. Nowadays, it usually consists of some 17-year-old content guru who knows how to make you live some sort of ultimate rich lifestyle. People, you know, LARPing their courses on how to become a superpower at making content when they themselves have under like 1,000 followers. Those who cannot do, teach. With all that being said, guys, I am going to be selling a course on how to make content. So I thought today it would be fun if we looked at some of the biggest LARPers on the internet. The original meaning for LARP is an abbreviation for live action roleplay, which originally consists of a bunch of grown dudes pretending that they're medieval warriors fighting in the middle of the forest. Personally, I'm not a nerd. I think that's really lame. I don't understand the hype around elves or anything. Dude, there's a whole Vice documentary about this. It's kind of awesome. I've seen a lot of people LARPing on how to be rich and flexing all these sort of fancy cars like Lambos, McLarens, Bugattis. You know, they also post up in like Miami penthouses showing off the night skyline. They like to flex bands, but like if you're flexing your entire net worth in cash, you're kind of a fucking
really awesome person.
Also, you live in Miami, so the chances of somebody breaking into your house and stealing all your money, it's a lot higher than 0. Shit, it's a lot higher than 90%. I've flexed cash before. I've shown how much money I have in my bank account. Newsflash, that shit wasn't real. Hell yeah, that was prop money. You know, this shit that Huel lays on in Breaking Bad. You think I'm gonna carry around a big stack of cash? F no. Unless I go to Thailand. I'm literally in heaven right now. A common method that people use on how to be rich, or how to LARP being rich at least, is buying fake designer clothing from China. There's a lot of people out there who say, oh man, if you buy fake clothes, you just must be a brokey. I don't know about you, but I could never ever buy any sort of fake clothes. I think anyone who... What? I've bought my fair share of real. This is a pair that I saved up for a really long time, and I regret buying them so much. I wore the shit out of them for a little bit, and then a friend of mine bought a fake pair coming from China. Honestly, the only difference between his and mine is that his was probably made by an 8-year-old in Guangzhou getting paid 12 cents. But shit, I mean, apart from the illegal labor laws, I might have to tap into the method. I think it's totally reasonable to see a sweatshirt that you really, really want, but not wanting to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars, all for it just to break down after like 4 washes. This is a true story, by the way.
This $17,000 sweater will eventually disintegrate, known as the original Nebraska crewneck from Raph Simmons' 2000.
Why would you do that when you can buy a near perfect replica off of Reddit, literally for like $50? The fake clothing thing, I totally understand. However, what I don't understand is buying fake car keys.
I don't know if you guys have seen these, but these are fake keys right here. These are $5. We got the Hellcat, Lamborghini, and Ferrari. Ferrari may have a slight...
Listen, man, this is kind of ridiculous. All the videos I see of people flexing that they have rep Ferrari keys or rep BMW keys or Mercedes keys. I mean, that's cool. Their main argument is, oh man, well, what I like to do, I like to drop them in front of the chicks.
Just say like I'm walking by her, I do this method right here, feel me, I pick it up, give it a couple shakes, and yeah man, this is basically just a check magnet.
Okay, so you're doing the classic thing that like Disney characters do. If I see that you're like 20 and you drop Ferrari keys on the ground, yeah, I'll be hella impressed, and so will the ladies too, my man. But riddle me this. What happens when they do even the tiniest inkling of investigating? What happens when instead of a $500,000 McLaren, they take you to a 2004 Honda Civic that you got off Marketplace? Shit, I can tell you what's gonna happen. It's gonna give us snail trails. That means you know your car's gonna last. Economically friendly. People are also LARPing Amex black cards. We are LARPing Amex black card. Can you imagine you're out for dinner at like some fancy steakhouse and your Amex card declines? I assume a little bit of embarrassment. There's also been a lot of LARPers when it comes to communities. I don't really understand what's the point of LARPing that you're in. No, I dropped my headphones. I don't really understand what the point of LARPing in a community is, you know, pretending that you're a fan of... How could you? You're just gonna forget about me? How could you leave me? I don't really know what the point of LARPing a community is, you know, pretending that you're a fan, because it literally costs nothing just to get involved with said community. You don't have to pay a monthly subscription to get into Star Wars or anime or... Oh, never mind, I guess you do. I'm not gonna lie, like anime, I enjoy anime every now and then.
It's pronounced anime, not anime. You got it?
Who are you? Why do you have a gun? Okay, I get it.
I thought so.
Jeez. Okay, anyways. But me personally, I'm more of a manga guy. I'm currently reading through Homunculus right now, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm balls deep inside Luffy from One Piece. Oh, I could have worded that so much better. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm balls deep inside of Nami from One Piece. No, man, because that's like 2,000 episodes. And like 2 million issues. I swear, this guy Oda's gotta wrap it up soon. I don't know if he's gonna make it. I feel like the clock's ticking on him. A perfect example is Logan Paul, who's LARPing this knowledge on One Piece. Bro, come on, slow down. You do not know shit about One Piece. I have a little bit of a theory. I don't really think that Logan Paul was really into Pokemon at all. I wouldn't be surprised if he just started getting into it because he has an infinite amount of money and just knew that it would get him views, because the Pokemon community at the time was filled with nothing but snotty, pretentious people about the cards and Rule 34 artists. Scalpers are also huge LARPers about Pokemon, man. That's f***ing annoying. Can't get your hands on anything at this point. You got people beating the shit of each other, doing full WWE as Super Smash Brawl smackdowns. Also, they can get their hands on the latest booster box. The best is when it doesn't sell well, because then that just means they lost a ton of money. There is truly no limit to the LARP. I understand LARPing a community, but like, it's gotten to a point, man. Why the f*** are we LARPing drinking water? You're dead ass, really? Listen, man, when I'm in the gym and I see somebody drinking Fiji water, my first thought isn't immediately, oh man, he's Mr. Moneybags over here. He must be making so much cash. Oh, to have my wallet filled with that much moolah. No, dude, I think you're a consumerist zombie and a dork for spending an extra $4 than you need to on a bottle of water. Kirkland water is the GOAT. It tastes exactly the same. But you know what's even better? Drinking out of the sink. 99% of bottled water is tap water. It tastes the same. If I were to do a taste test of Dasani water and Fiji, shit, I can guarantee I'm gonna be able to tell which one is Fiji and Dasani, because Dasani tastes like piss. If everyone's worried about where all the microplastics in our body are coming from, Dasani water is where the microplastics are coming from. This water tastes like a credit card.
Something big is happening. Coming to a theater near you. A brand new Nicholas!
I got a haircut. I'm gonna be honest, it's like it's like 4 days later, and despite that, I'm still wearing the exact same hoodie. No, it has not been washed, and no, I will not change, and no, I will not wear deodorant, okay? I had a sudden development come across my desk. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember there was a streamer, this is like a really long time ago, but he pretended that he was disabled, like paralyzed. One time, he was like live streaming Call of Duty or something like that, and this motherfucker just completely blew his cover and just got up out of his chair and started walking on camera. Brother, how fucking stupid do you have to be to blow the entirety of your cover? The thing is, I'm pretty sure he was a pretty successful streamer too. Like, he was pulling decent numbers. There was also that trend a while ago where like only girls, they'd be putting on some face filter where they pretended that they would have Down syndrome and they'd be twerking on camera and posting it. Genuinely, at what point does shame ever kick in? Imagine the amount of disappointment your family must feel when they see that you're online pretending to have Down syndrome all for 40-year-old guys so they can off and send you donations. Hell, imagine my disappointment when I subscribed and found out that you were faking it. It's also nothing new that people LARP pretending that they have cancer. That's like some weird thing that people have some sort of addiction to doing. They just can't stop pretending that they have like terminal brain cancer or something. They'll set up like a GoFundMe and raise like tens of thousands. I think in some cases even hundreds of thousands of dollars. There's no possible excuse that you can dig deep into the ground and pull out that could justify doing something as terrible as this. But at least there was some sort of financial gain from it. There are cretins, creatures out there who will just LARP for the sake of LARPing. Simply for the love of the game, they will do it for a mere taste of mankind's most addictive substance, for internet clout. Nothingness! There was like a disturbing amount of content creators who were pretend to have Tourette's on TikTok. I think Sunny V2, before he went out to 7-Eleven to go get some milk, he made a video about some girl who pretended to have Tourette's, and that was like her entire brand.
Emerald claimed to have suffered from Tourette syndrome since the age of 6 or 7.
TikTok money. Listen, man, 1 million views on YouTube is like, you're gonna be swimming in some dough for a little bit. You could take your girlfriend out to dinner. You could take your family out to... You could take me out for dinner. Let me know. Send you my number. But 1 million views on TikTok? A punch in the dick is more valuable than the amount of money you're gonna be getting from them. So I know for a fact, confidently, that she was doing all of this and just getting internet clout in exchange for it. It's embarrassing and ridiculous the lengths that people will go. Also, they can get a tiny tiddlywink, a mere taste of internet clout. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. The LARPing epidemic needs to be stopped, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Laters. You're like my giant half-gallon Dollar Tree jug. It was like $2.50. Hold on, we'll see if you guys can hear my swallow.